There are only 14 episodes of Ozark left.
Not a joke.
No?
No.
We're just the messengers here.
We think you'll like the message. We're giving you everything we can tell you about the first 7 episodes of Ozark's final season. First, let's do a quick recap of the first 3 seasons. Marty Byrde, Wendy Byrde, and their kids, Charlotte and Jonah, moved to the Ozarks after Marty made a life-saving deal to launder money for the Navarro cartel. Once in the Ozarks, Marty quickly recognized the business savvy and criminal potential in local petty thief Ruth Langmore and brought her on as his associate. Since then, the Byrdes have expanded their influence and business empire while facing a constant string of regional rivals, like opium queenpin Darlene Snell and the Kansas City mob.
Is this true?
The Byrdes have also had to navigate the demands of the Navarro cartel while steering clear of prosecution from the FBI and rebuffing a power grab attempt by cartel lawyer Helen. Outside the Byrde home, Ruth fell in love with Wendy's brother, Ben. And after killing her own husband, Darlene linked up with Ruth's cousin, Wyatt. Don't be ageist. At the end of season 3, Wendy arranged for Ben to be killed after he upset Helen in the cartel. Then, Navarro had Helen killed.
You wanna talk about the Ben of it all?
Wendy's decision to have Ben killed was meant to smooth things over for the Byrdes, but the fallout is rocky. Heartbroken, Ruth goes from Marty's right-hand woman to the Byrdes' direct rival.
You know your business needs fresh blood and fresh thinking.
You really think you can trust someone to shut a guy's dick off?
Valid question. But if Ruth has proven anything over the seasons, it's that she can hold her own.
Because you're Ruth fucking Langmore, that's why.
And she's ready to take the lead.
I don't like that.
If Darlene finds out...
She ain't gonna find out, is she?
Then there's the matter of Helen.
Where the fuck is she?
Helen isn't the type of person to disappear without anyone noticing. Now that the Navarro cartel's biggest rival is no longer a threat, cartel boss Oscar Navarro is free to take the next step in his career, and he wants the Byrdes to help make his dreams come true.
What does he want?
I will walk away from my business. I will be free of the threat of arrest or assassination. And I will be able to...
I'm not going to my bosses with, hey, a mass murdering cartel leader would like... I'm sorry, that's impossible.
Please don't use that word, Wendy.
What other word could I use?
Since when has Navarro taken no for an answer? Whoever made that pamphlet deserves a raise because the Ozarks keep attracting more and more visitors. To set the cartel up for its next chapter, Navarro has a new hire, his nephew, Javier.
Oh, please tell me nothing has changed.
Javier will spend some quality time with the Byrdes, whether they like it or not.
I really don't think it's a good idea for you to be here.
You're right. We'll go to your place.
Javier isn't as cool-headed as his uncle, if you can call Oscar Navarro cool-headed. Also poking around the Ozarks.
My name's Mel Saddam. I'm a private investigator from Chicago.
Mel claims...
I'm just looking for that's all, and then I'd be out of your life.
Right.
I hate him so much.
Yeah.
Mel has the Byrdes on edge, that's for sure. We'll also see visits from a celebrity chef.
I got a job. I own a restaurant.
And a CEO. If you're worried about the Ozarks getting too crowded, don't be. People also leave. Permanently.
You own a crematorium, right?
I'm not fucking losing.
As per usual, Wendy is thinking long-term for the family business.
We can be the most powerful family in the Midwest.
Meanwhile, baby bird Jonah is all grown up and wants to follow in his dad's footsteps.
What are you doing?
Thanks. Washing money for Ruth.
Oh, no, you are not.
People have mixed feelings about it.
We have some issues.
Might this better be discussed with a family therapist?
The Langmores have a bit of tension of their own.
What the fuck?
And Darlene is...
I shot off your dick.
Herself.
At the market. You forgot my custard.
Family stuff, man. Okay, one last spoiler. With the series coming closer to the end, we'll get to see some full circle moments.
I want to own a piece of this town.
But there will still be plenty more to cover in Season 4, Part 2. Stream Ozark Season 4, Part 1 on January 21st, only on Netflix.